involved in hip hop since I could remember, from whole rapping and being around that to, my mother and them playing songs in the house when they cooking and cleaning. My mother, she's not, like her parents probably cooked to like R&B and all that other stuff, but in my house, like even from my second birthday party, I remember them playing like Big Daddy Kane and, all that type of shit.
Describe your first time you can remember being exposed to hip hop.
I want to say what the I Can't Get With That video. I was there when they were shooting it in the middle of Marcy Project, so that was like my real first taste of, actually seeing and visualizing everything. Growing up and having that title on you or having that, that family lineage and having to deal with like fake people and trying to figure out who's actually here to be your friend and then who's here for, personal gain. I don't look at it the way everybody else look at it. To me, that's just like my uncle. Like, we do Thanksgiving dinner together, Christmas, stuff like that. So to me, I know he is who he is, but he's still my uncle to me. Like, he's still gonna get these jokes. He's still gonna do stuff, regular family do. It's just the fact that, he has a little more than a lot of people.
So I got involved with the Rail Carter Culture Tour because I feel like before that we were just doing a lot of showcases, and it was just a lot of back and forth with different artists, and we just didn't feel like the artists were actually retaining anything. It was just like something for fun. So I feel like this is like something that the culture actually needed. It's consistent. We actually are building relationships with the artists. It's not just like a one-stop thing and you never talk to us again. Like, I still talk to almost every artist that we started with, for real, like whether it's on social media or if they randomly have an event going on and they want me to slide, like I'll do that. Like for us, like we're actually building relationships and making sure that these artists are in a good place with their careers.
So the culture tour from the beginning was about information. What I think we didn't anticipate was how much of a blessing it was really ultimately going to be for all of us as a team. And that's to Rel's credit for saying, yeah, I like this idea. Now let's see where we can take it. I think the whole team has grown through the experience and gained new opportunities and exposure to different cities and resources. It's been a significant factor in my life in everything I've done. And so I think that not only did the artists win, so did the team. And, it's been an honor to dream this dream of creating a structure that actually was about the artists.
So I don't actually choose the artists for the tour. Okay. My team does that. They go through all the emails and we figure out which artists they want to, showcase and stuff like that. But as far as the art, I chose the artists for the album. Okay. I handpicked all 12 of the artists that was a part of it. But it was just people that I thought was dope and that had a connection, because aside from just being dope, like I had to fuck with people as a person, and every person that, was on the project, at that time, we were cool, I'm not saying that none of us are cool now, but that was what I based it on. Like, yo, you're dope as hell and you're a cool ass person. I like to do business with people as opposed to talent.
I think that the culture tour is really important for the culture, because I feel like when you look at it, like the whole idea and concept, like we're taking different artists from different cities and like giving them a chance to, of course, showcase their talent in their city, but also a chance to travel to other cities. Because like a big point that we were stressing in the beginning of the tour was like, get out of your city and get away from the people that are normally around you, because it's hard to break out in your own city. And I feel like a lot of the artists got to go to different cities and different states and see how appreciative people are just of music in general. They built relationships with people in the music industry that can help them go to different places, as well as learning the educational side too. I think that was a big thing for us to push in the beginning. Like, hey, you can meet all these people and do all these things, but if you get that paperwork wrong, you wasted your time. This year we are taking a very different direction. Instead of going with the whole, like we did the performance aspect, we did the educational aspect, and we feel like a lot of these artists have learned a lot. The way the culture is, people pick up on different things, people like what they see, so we see a lot of artists being educated now on these tour platforms, and I think that's amazing because they need that education, and that was our whole thing that we wanted to stress.
You know, we've been in that space providing information and resources, and it seems like a lot of other platforms are adopting that concept now, which I think is a good thing. You know, but this time around, our idea was really to focus on the process of putting together an album and what that feels like, and like documenting that process and connecting with artists from all over the country, kind of watching how they inspire each other and how a record forms out of that.
So we're gonna actually record the project while we're on the tour. Instead of like we did last time, we did the whole run, and then at the end, we went in the studio in Atlanta. I think this time, we probably just make sure it's organic, and just as we going from city to city, just figure out how we're gonna do it, but I think it'll be a dope experience.
And I feel like with the album, the one thing that artists are always looking for is exposure. So with the album, with them working with Rel, they're going to have an album that's out on every platform, that's for everybody to hear, and it'll just give them another opportunity to get their voices heard by other people.
For me, it's more so just giving new artists a chance, you know, to get that platform that I feel like I have a bigger reach than some artists may have, you know, that comes and be a part of this. So, you know, just giving them that platform, and hopefully we could build from that and then take it to new heights. I mean, you know, Handouts 1 to me was an amazing project, right? So, I mean, of course, you're always on the top of your last joint, but for me, it's just more so about, you know, helping other artists.
Now therefore be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Shelby County that we do hereby honor